Hello. Today I'd like to touch very interesting, at the same time unusual, and as far as I see, very important topic. I want to talk with you about chess and ADHD. If you don't know yet what ADHD means, I'm gonna give you a brief insight. So ADHD is attention deficit hyperactivity disorder. It is a disease that basically prevents your brain from being quick, from making quick, solid decisions. And it basically slows your brain a little bit, especially when it comes to any kind of math, any kind of complicated like physics topic or science. Forgive me, I'm a bit sick. Science topic. I was just wanted to say that it's not critical. It's not a bad critical condition that gonna, kill you, but sometimes it could be really annoying, and chess can really help you out with ADHD. I'm gonna explain in a moment actually why. So the main problem with the ADHD is that our brain cannot focus on things. If we are studying math, it cannot, count quickly. It cannot assess like multiple variables, all this stuff. We cannot proceed things quickly. And why I mentioned chess? Because in chess, as you, for example, play or learn chess, you have to be consistent. You have to always count, always remember what you did, what you are about to do. And this is the key because ADHD hates consistency. Consistency can really improve, boost your brain ability, and build that strong connection inside your brain between any kind of long-term decisions making, or any kind of activity that actually requires you to think through, to think deeply, to invest a lot of brain resources. And it always, I mean, I can't say actually always, it mostly affects kids because, I mean, and of course you can see that crystal clear mostly on kids. When a kiddo is doing something and then he switches to another activity, then he forgets what he, did basically 1 maybe 2 minutes ago. He jumps back and forth. He doesn't know how to, for example, solve a simple primitive equation just because he constantly distracts itself for some, I don't know, any kind of things like the wind outside of the window, beautiful classmates, or something else. I mean, consistency is the key, and chess basically teach you how to be consistent with your decisions, how to be solid in your solutions and decision making, because you have to take responsibility for your actions. You gotta understand that every your move will affect your position in the future, and eventually your brain will learn how to deal with chess, how to deal with its math, and chess definitely have primitive math, like you have to count at least 1 to 3 in order to understand would you be able to take that piece freely or you're gonna lose. Once again, I'm sorry for my throat. It's not good today, but I'm trying to proceed. I'm committed to proceed and to explain that complicated topic because I personally observed a person with ADHD in my past when I was a kid, and that experience was extremely bad for him because his parents basically had no idea how to treat, how to deal with ADHD. Why I brought up chess? Because chess not only teaches you consistency, but chess can actually, you know, put that idea inside your brain that it always have to be careful with your decisions. It always has to think about what he's about to do. It's not about time. It's not about like how quick can I put this piece on a board. It's about strategy, consistency, decisions making, and I want to also point out that actually any kind of activity that is going on constantly, like every day, and that actually doesn't look different from day to day. And chess, you gotta agree with me, that chess does not look different from day to day. I mean, positions are different, yes, obviously, but the whole game is quite primitive. I mean, you have like 8 pawns, you have 8 pieces, that's it. In order to study how to move your pieces, you don't need to be, I don't know, a rocket science or something like, you know, president, a lawyer. It's pretty simple, pretty straightforward, but it is also the key for DHD because it is consistent. Your brain learns how to deal with chess situations, and chess situations are mostly primitive, like you have to count, you have to predict your approximate decisions and then strike. That's basically it. But because you're gonna do it every day, constantly, your brain will eventually learn how to be consistent, how to not just jump from one thing to another one, how to make a start and then bring your game to the end. I hope that was understandable, and I mean that's probably not the most interesting topic that I can discuss with you, but I just wanted to point out that chess could really help you out if you, or for example, your kid are struggling with ADHD. And this game is extremely simple, primitive. I mean, you don't need to overload your brain because a lot of people they think that if they're gonna overload their brains, they're gonna get tired, and then when they can proceed with some, with some things that actually require you to be very, very smart, intelligent, focused, that require from you a lot of efforts. That's not true. And in order to study, play, or just learn chess, you don't need much. You just have to, you, you know, have the basics like computer, internet. That's basically it. Even if you have no, for some reason, computer in our 21st century, you can go to chess club and study chess where it's pretty simple. It does not require a lot of efforts from you, but it will help your brain to develop that consistency habit. If, suddenly it has not developed it yet, and once again, ADHD hates consistency because when consistency happens, ADHD cannot basically develop its, indigenous nature. When person jumps from thema to thema, from topic to topic, and he cannot basically focus itself on something single, and chess is really the key. So that's enough about ADHD because I'm getting a little bit tired. I want to play, I want to bring some joy and fun into my life and, of course, into your life. Because keep in mind that nobody will live your life better than you. So I guess we're just gonna have some fun, some joy. We're gonna create something really wild, engaging, and let's get started. Let's get the show on the road. We play for black. Wonderful. It's gonna be, oops, c5. I'm gonna play c5 because it's solid in my way of thinking. Well, now we can proceed with queen d8 to c7, I guess. We're not gonna do something unusual, just basic moves. We want to develop pieces. Put a king out of the Wets Wild. Okay. Yeah. Why not? I completely agree with you. Shall we go for bishop b4? I'm not sure about that. Maybe we can start from something passive, like bishop f8 to e7. Well, let me think. I also want to put my knight here. Yeah, I don't care, mate. You can take it. Yeah, can you? Yeah, he definitely can take this pawn. I'm not scared. I want to bring my bishop into action by putting this knight to g4, I guess. He's gonna be active, he's gonna be aggressive, wild. Your opponent left the game. Such a joke. Is it a joke? I mean, we just started. You're disappointing me. Please come back. Yeah, seems like his internet connection is not good at all. Well, what should we actually do? I guess we can start from 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Yep. Take. Guess we can start from something like this. I strongly want to put my pawn to the 5 field. And yes, we're gonna take. Of course, we're gonna take. Very interesting, very interesting. Let's go for d5, I guess. That seems like a strong move. I mean, it opens the line, right? We can take this bishop now. I find it great. I find it absolutely great. Seems like we have won a piece. And this is how we have won another piece. Can you imagine that? I mean, yeah. We take it. That's basically it. Yeah. So we are up to one. Oh no, actually 2 pieces. Let's just be focused. You know, don't run into some troubles. We're not gonna go into some troubles, aren't we? Well, okay, maybe we can start from something like this. Solid, simple, yeah, in great position, right? That's basically it. The game was very strange from the start because, you know, you have probably seen it. I mean, he just let me to take his bishop and then position has failed. So thank you very much, guys, for watching me and listening me. I hope you are gonna see me the next time. Stay cool, stay safe.